All right, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to deploy your backend code on Render. Um, um, your backend code that you have sent to your GitHub. So I'll show you how to deploy it on Render free plan, right? So first of all, in order for you to do that, first of all, sign into that your GitHub repository. All right. So we sign into it now. I think let me see. I have um, Gmail. Let me get. I think I'll remember it. Let me see. Use mobile runs Nigeria at gmail.com. All right. All right. So right now I'm inside my GitHub repository. Right. So ensure that the file that you want to um, that you want to host or render is already in your GitHub repository. So now let us go to render now. So we go to render.com. So when you get to render.com, you need to sign in with GitHub, right? So go to dashboard, all right? So this account was already signed. So let me sign out of this. So all right. So now when you click dashboard, if you're not signed in, so this is what you will see. Don't sign in with email, don't sign with password. For now, we are using GitHub to sign in. So you're signing with GitHub that is already logged in. Mhm. All right. So now that you logged in now, if it's the first time, it will ask you to maybe write some onboarding information like the name of the organization or so all those things. Just write over West. If for my students now that we are doing this thing together, we are trying to host for over a daily, right? So you can just write over a daily, just put their information there and set up the account. It might ask you to do anything they ask you to do, you already know, just try to set up everything to come to this point, right? So if you see where you see plan, because it might show you where you need to select plan, make sure you select the free plan, right? Make sure you select the free plan so that you get to this place. So once you get to this place now, you select web service, right, from here, or you can go to, I normally go to new, then I go to web service, right? So when you go to web service now, you will now see these two places. This one now is for this one, you can easily, you just get all the access of all the private Git repository. So that repository, right, is a private repository. Um, that's why I can see it here, right? I can see it here. I can see. So the reason why I'm seeing only one is because this is a free plan. If it's not a free plan, I will see both my private and my public or all the repository inside there, right? But since I'm using one, they can only I can only have access to one, right? So, but if I want to host more backend code, I can do that with the public repository, right? Right. But before this can work, the repository must be set to public, and I'll put the URL here. So to use the public repository. But if I want to do multiple private repository, I have to sign up to a paid subscription. But right now, let us just use the free. Let's connect to this one that is already there. All right. All right. So your project is about to be set, right? So be very careful. Now you can give it a name. Yeah. You can give it a name. You can call it Adele um, Adele backend server or whatever you want to call it. Right? It's better we use the hyphen. Ideally, so that it will make sense. Backend, backend server. You can give it a nicer name. So now, forget about this. Node language, okay. This is okay. No problem. Here you can put, just come and put yam. That's what is there. Just put it. Then be very very careful. See right here, the default is $7 per month. Make sure that you change it to the free plan. Right. Then now, for your variable, you can start putting the variable that is already in that project, because without the variable, anything that you have on the variable will not work. Because remember, your git ignore does not allow your variable file to go to your GitHub, so it will not work. So you have to manually put it. So you can just manually put them here, or you can just put them as a group of variable, like by clicking this. So it's now you can now go to your project, go to your variable. This is variable that I used. You can copy all your variable at a go, and you come back there. Where was I? Then you paste all your variable. Then you click add variable. Once you do that, he automatically put them for you, so you don't have to do the hard work. So I think this is all. Make sure you write the name. Make sure you set this. Make sure this is very important. You select the free plan, and when you're setting up this for the first time, you say you still select free plan. When you're putting your project, still remember to always set your free plan. If you see anywhere you see free, just be putting free, please. Then now we can now go to deploy. So it will start building. I will come back once we start showing something. All right, so now it has started, like, building your back end here. So it just this is the log, this is the log. So once you see success, or you see live, then you know that it has completed it. If there is an error, you also see it at the log here. So let's just wait for it to complete. So let us be just you can just look in until you see that is success. If you see that it's successful, it will even show you. Okay, it has already provided your backend URL. So this backend URL, remember, you have to change it with the backend your local URL that you've been using. You've been using local URL, so you have to change that local URL. So now it's not live. That means it has successfully, yeah. So you now see your service is live. So once you see this is live, but you see the live here, right? So you're seeing Mazi and this thing, because when I was working on the project, this is what I did. I logged, I logged in this, right? This is supposed to be process. I got it from the process and I logged it. Make sure that if you're logging in any env file, be very careful not to log in your important file, because it will show on the console log. So make sure that you you don't make that mistake. All right, so now that it's live, now you can start using the URL. So let us try it out. So you go there and you now, all right. So see, so our backend server is running. So if I have more endpoints, I will just be putting the endpoints, register or login, right? I will just be using the endpoints, but this is not where we use it. You use it in your front end application, remember? So we have successfully set up our backend. So you just say hello, Morisco and Mazi, waiting the puppy now, right? So this is the code, right? I got your name from the env, concatenated them on the and, put a space, and I store it here. And in the response message JSON, I just get it out. So that is just what is showing. That's the application that is running here now. So now let me now teach you how to host your front end, right? Your front end. So So for the front end, you make sure you install FileZilla. Hmm? FileZilla. This is a logo FileZilla. When you open it, do all the whatever they will tell you. Just see how you can. I know you guys are smart until you get to this place. So when you get to this place now, this host now is the name of the website. So the name of the website, don't add www or http w, don't just let, if it's mazi.com, let it just be mazi.com or morisco.com, right? So let us use one of your accounts to log into the to log into the one of the accounts. Okay, these are the details I sent Mazi. All right. So let's copy you. All right. All right. So now I told you that the no, I copied the wrong listing. I told you that the listing will be is GitHub log. Okay, is this one the cpanel FTP STP. So this is supposed to be the login, right? So we'll now put this at the usernames. Is the username, your username is this one. That is like the email mazi at adele this thing. Yes. So I supposed to put adele the website here, but let me just copy it from here. All right. So this is what you do. Make sure you did this. Do this. Hmm? So it's adeleempower.com. Don't put http. Don't put www. Then now this will now be the password. So now this will now be the password. So don't worry about the ports. Just you can still work. So just click. So as is loading. So let me explain. This left part is, just know that this is your computer and all the files in your computer. Now if you check here, you see this is my computer. When you see this, just click OK. So see my desktop. I can access any files, right? That is my desktop. Documents, right? Yeah, so wherever that those files are saved for the front end that you want to move. So let's see wherever you save your front end files. So just look for it. Let's look for it. Anyway, all right. So I want to explain. I said this right partner is your computer, your local computer. Then this left partner is showing now because your successful login is the remote computer, which is the C panel, right? The file remote computer. So now that it is successfully logged in, there's one place where if you want people to be seeing the files when they go to the URL of the website, it must be this folder public_HTML. So you select it. So anything you put there now, like if you put index.html and you write anything, whenever anybody um do this thing, whenever anyone um go to the URL, it will be there. So let me just do some exercise. I will still delete it, do some exercise. Let me look for one project and or front end project and see if I can send them there. But later I will delete that because that is this thing. So let me look for. Let me just use this Colavogi front end. Um, it should be out. Okay. All right. So see this Colavogi. So I enter into the whole project and now copy everything. And so I send it. So when I drag, I just drag it, copy everything. I did Control A, right? I copy everything and drag all of them into this place. So you see, it's now trying to establish the connection and to send everything there. So let's see. So there are about 100 and something files that it has to transfer. So it's transferring them one after the other. So we have 156 more. I'll pause this video because I don't want it to be too long. Once it finish, I will put it on back. All right. I don't. I think some files have entered. Make sure that all your files are entered. Everything. Let this be zero. Right. All right. So if you want to maybe you made some changes, you still want to update the sites, you can, after you've finished making your changes on your front end project, you save them. You can still come here, Control A, copy everything, and again drag them. So what will happen is we try to overwrite the files, right? So you can select override, right? So you override and put the new updates. But make sure before you do this, ensure you back up the ones that were there first, because it will override everything. Then if you just put this override and you say okay, once you finish one file that needs to be overwritten, it will be prompting you that should I do the next file. So you can just put always use this action. So it will always use this action. It does not need to be telling you the next one. It will just use it for all the files. Then you click OK. Once you click OK, it will start um, overriding, and that is how it will start working, right? So that is I've successfully taught you guys how to host on your both your front end application and your back end application. So you can go on and start working on the project. And I tomorrow is our meeting, so I want you guys to ensure that you have completed this task, so that tomorrow we'll be talking about new tasks for next week. Because as we are completing tasks like this, how we are going to be moving, and you'll be so shocked where we are going to get to before the year ends, and what we are going to become, and the impacts that we are going to be making in Nigeria. You know, so we are above Nigeria, right? We are above Nigeria. We are unique programmers, right? There's no other programmer like us. So you guys, you be hitting the task and we'll be taking the journey. Oh, we'll get to the point where we are going to be celebrating together. Thank you very much.